Today I'm going to talk about why you're stuck in fight or flight. It's very common. You're not alone, but with a little bit of information, you might be able to get out of it, at least temporarily. In today's fast-paced world, we spend extended periods in our heightened state of alertness, driven by our sympathetic nervous system. That's that fight or flight that I just mentioned. This continuous activation is often triggered by stress and constant demands that can lead to severe physical and mental health repercussions. Our bodies just were not designed to function in this perpetual fight or flight state. And this leaves us exhausted and vulnerable to illness. Learning to identify the warning signs of an overworked nervous system is the first step toward preventing burnout and creating a healthier balance between stress and recovery. Let's talk about a few nervous system basics for just a moment. Your nervous system was designed to move back and forth between an activated and a rest recovery state. In a perfect world, it would go back and forth all the time. When confronted with some sort of danger, your nervous system will automatically activate and help you respond to the danger in some way. It's not something that you have to do consciously, thank goodness. Instead, your body activates in a way that it feels will be most appropriate for your survival. When the danger is past, your nervous system is designed to go into a rest recovery state. Here, your body deals with the consequences of the action you took to deal with the danger. The classic example of this activation and recovery state goes something like this. Imagine that you're out walking and you see a tiger. Without even thinking about it, your body will respond to the tiger in some way. Your heart will likely beat faster. Your hormones will be released to help you prepare to respond to this tiger, and your body might tense up as it goes through this process. Whether you choose to flee the situation, play dead, or fight off the tiger, your body has reacted in some way. Once the danger is past, your body will enter a state of rest and recovery. Here, your body is releasing the stress, all those hormones that it just activated. It's just releasing that stress that the tiger caused. It's also resting so that it can be ready for the next danger that is going to show up in your life. During this process, you might be hungry, you might be tired or thirsty. As your body recovers, it's all normal. It's just your body processing all that has just happened and getting you ready for the next stressor. All of this happens without you ever having to tell your body to activate or rest. Problems arise when this natural cycle is disrupted. And in our modern world, we experience stress throughout our day. We get up late, we're behind schedule, maybe we get stuck in traffic on the way to school or work. Those are all stresses, right? And then you add in the deadlines in the office. They put pressure on us to perform. Our relationships don't go as planned. Politics, money, our health add even more layers of stress. So it just builds. With each stressor that we encounter, our body gets activated in some way. This is placing a significant strain on our bodies. We barely have time to rest before the next stressor appears in our lives. A dysregulated nervous system has lost its natural rhythm. In a healthy state, your nervous system seamlessly shifts between the sympathetic nervous system, that activated state, and the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest state. When dysregulated, however, it gets stuck in one mode for too long. In our stress-filled modern world, most of us are trapped in a constant sympathetic nervous system activation. But why is that a problem? Spending a lot of time in your sympathetic nervous system is a problem because your body wasn't designed to work this way. Each time it moves into the sympathetic state, you expend energy and hormones. Moving into the state without the necessary rest depletes your body of both the energy and the hormones it needs to respond to future danger. Without the necessary rest, you become physically and mentally and even emotionally exhausted, and you're unable to cope with other daily stresses in your life. When this happens, you frequently get sick and or injured. Sometimes a chronic illness will flare or maybe even appear for the first time. In addition to physical health issues, a chronically activated sympathetic nervous system can also impact your mental health. Prolonged exposure to stress without adequate recovery or rest can lead to symptoms such as anxiety and depression. You may experience heightened irritability, difficulty concentrating, and a sense of being overwhelmed. Sleep disturbances become common as your body struggles to shift into the restful state provided by the parasympathetic nervous system. The ongoing activation of your sympathetic state can also impact cognitive functions, leading to memory issues and impaired decision making abilities. Over time, this mental strain can exacerbate feelings of helplessness or anxiety, trapping you in a cycle of stress that feels difficult to break. Moreover, the stress hormones that are constantly released can suppress your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and slowing down the healing process. Essentially, your body is in a constant fight or flight mode, which is not sustainable in the long run. It's crucial to find ways to regulate your nervous system and ensure a balance between that activated and the state and the rest and recovery state. Incorporating regular practices that promote relaxation and recovery is essential. I'm going to include a link to one of my favorite restorative poses. It's something that I've used and I use with many of my clients to help them get into that rest state. But other techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness, they can help to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, allowing the body to rest and recover as well. Our daily stress can accumulate over time, so we may no longer realize how stressed we are. It's that slowly adding on a little bit more kind of acclimatizes you to it so that you don't realize quite how bad it's gotten. And when this happens, we can often ignore the signs that it's just really become too much. So I've put together a short quiz to help you understand how your stress is affecting you on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you're handling things great and you're not really having problems, but maybe you really are. So I'll include a link for you to get the quiz. It's to help you understand how regulated or dysregulated your nervous system is. Use it to know how your daily life affects your health. Understanding the impact of a chronically activated sympathetic nervous system on both our physical and mental and emotional well-being is essential for maintaining your overall health. By recognizing the signs of stress overload and actively incorporating relaxation techniques into our daily routines, we pave the way for a more balanced and sustainable lifestyle. Prioritizing activities that engage the parasympathetic nervous system not only foster recovery and resilience, but also enhance our ability to handle life's inevitable challenges. Challenge is going to happen. Can you deal with it? That's the thing. Taking deliberate steps toward managing stress ensures that we break free from the exhausting cycle of a constant sympathetic nervous system activation, promoting a healthier, more fulfilling life and helping you to deal with those dangers when they come up. You can break the cycle. I do believe it's possible. And every time you break it, every time you pause that cycle, your body gets the chance to heal and helps you deal with whatever challenge is going to come up next. I'm cheering you on as you learn how to break that cycle. So that's all for today. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time with another tip to live healthier and happier. Bye for now.